Master-ASA basically is a PhD in real estate. It means that you've reached a higher level.
As an accredited senior agent, that's the designation.
Give a higher standard of care to seniors who are thinking of moving, and in order to help them through the transitional process, whether they should move or not.
Basically is one of the most elite designations now that exists across Canada.
It is showing that they're actively working in the senior market.
Someone who's started off in the field of real estate and really had an interest in working with seniors. They've taken the accredited senior agent and then they said, you know what, I just love this. I love seniors, I love what I'm learning, but I need to step up my game.
No matter who you decide to work with, whether it's a lawyer, a doctor, another realtor, whatever you're dealing with, it's only the Master-ASA that is affiliated with all different types of professionals.
We focus on taking courses, training, and developing our knowledge of the senior population.
If you're going through a life transition, you need someone who has the expertise, the training, the network of specialists, either lawyers, accountants, financial planners, to help you along the way.
So that means that once you come with an ASA, you're getting your healthcare issues dealt with, you're getting your financial issues dealt with, and you're getting your real estate issues dealt with.
We are the real estate specialists. It's that simple.
I've always, my whole life, been involved with helping others in acts of kindness. That's been my personality. My mom, when she developed Alzheimer's, I had to take care of my mom more and more.
4 years ago, my father became ill, and my family was thrown into some chaos with the transition of what was happening to my father and to my mother.
It was my biggest blessing to take care of my mom as she went through this process and died, and I saw her every day.
I had to deal with my brother, I had to deal with my wife, my family, my uncle. Everybody came into the program as to what was happening.
Then I had my dad move in with me. He's been with me for 7 years and he's 90, and I saw them sell their home and go through all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my God, like this is like a nightmare.
Who calls the lawyers? Is there a will? Who's taking care of the health issues, her emotional aspect of things? There was nobody to help the family go through that transition. I discovered there was a disconnect between families that needed care and caregivers or the healthcare system.
We made a choice to seek out courses that could give us the knowledge so we could become that go-to person.
We need to be able to work with each other. I've never worked with a group as tight, as open, or as elitist as the Masters group itself.
I want to help older people move with transition. As we all know, we're all moving up to that generation, and there's that void there to fill in for people who are moving.
A lag of services that are needed out there, and you automatically become more proactive in advocating for the seniors group.
Help people, help families, help seniors go through a transition and still do real estate. And this had never been introduced to me before. And I quickly realized that this is something that I'll be able to offer families because it's not out there.
Well, I think I serve the community because you are not really, although you might be servicing the client, you're also servicing their families because they sort of go together. It's a package deal.
I serve families, I serve the seniors, I serve individuals, I serve couples. Sometimes I'm dealing with estates.
Definitely the client, which is typically a senior client, however you want to describe senior.
That may mean their family of a senior, it may mean the senior themselves, their lawyers, you name it. Those people may be in the same city or even across the globe.
We basically serve the community as a whole, mostly emphasizing on seniors.
But quite often we're also dealing with power of attorneys and we're dealing with families.
There's so many different people, different needs, that there's no such thing as one type. We're dealing with the product, which is a senior's home, but not necessarily always the senior.
Well, that's a tough one. That's a really emotional one.
Because as we get older, we accumulate more and more. I think you have to go through them, perhaps take pictures of everything so that you'll have something that you can remember.
But most often, the emotional or sentimental value of an object is far greater than the monetary value. I recommend you consider taking a picture of the object, putting it in a photo album, and giving the object itself to someone who will appreciate it.
We encourage donations to Centers for New Canadians or the less fortunate, so items will be reused. Consignment shops or auctions can yield a small amount of money back to the senior. In our business, we take photos of the items in the home and photos of the yard, garden, and neighborhood. We have them made into a hardcover book using the online service Shutterbug.
I know when my grandmother passed away, I got some of her stuff, and it was really good. I still have it.
You know, I'm going to promise you that I'm going to find you homes for these beautiful countryside paintings. I have lots of friends that have cottages. I will guarantee you that they will find the right home. And so she felt happy and comfortable that I am going to find the right thing. And again, that's what a Master-ASA does. We do these things for our clients, and the seniors, the treasures, will be treasured by us as well as by them.
We want you to keep your lifetime of collected treasures with you in your new home, and sometimes that may mean you have to decide what the most important treasures are to you.
We're going to sit down with you and the family, and we're going to decide, number one, where your transition is taking place. So where are you going? Once we know where you're going, we'll know how much space we have to be able to bring your treasures with you, the ones that you want. We have groups and organizations that we can call in to come and have a look. They may offer to purchase them. Depending on what the item is, we will try to find a good home for it.
Yes, the decision-making process is very important, and you and any advisors that you may want to consult can be as involved as you want them to be.
We are there to suggest, guide, and provide options. The ultimate choice is yours.
You know, taking care of you, you're the first priority. Now, if your family members want to get involved, that's no problem at all. However, you're the one that makes the final decision, and I'll be there to answer all your questions. And remember, there's no silly or stupid questions.
I help people, I give people options, I give them different solutions to the problems, and it's up to my clients to come up with the decisions.
I think right from the very beginning our goal is to have you involved, because the planning for you is all about you, and you will be the ultimate decision maker.
The only point that you will not be involved in is if you have a power of attorney that's immediate. So having you involved, you'll be involved from our first meeting till the time that we're no longer working together, which is well after your transition period. But you are always involved in the decision making.
Does it really cost a lot to sell a home? When you get a high professional doing a professional job, they're going to maximize your net.
Well, as you can appreciate, everything's gone up in cost, as has the value of your home. So although it might seem expensive at the time, based on what you bought your home for, it could be anywhere $10,000 to $20,000. And it could be worth $450,000 to $500,000 depending on where you live.
The average real estate agent isn't equipped to handle this. You're a number. You're just one of many listings. They're there to get it, sell it, and go on to the next. A master accredited senior agent cares enough about the family to maximize.
But we'll certainly give you an estimate of what things will cost as we go along, so you can improve things as we go along.
Our job would be to help you maximize your finances and organize them through our network of specialists, so that you can create an income stream that will help you towards some of your expenses.
You know, you're right. Your house is fine. And how we live in a house and how we sell a house are, well, they're just different.
Times change. We have to keep up. Today, a very clean, aesthetic look. A house has to be decluttered.
A lot of young people, when they're looking at homes, they're, I think, a little bit lazier than my generation, your generation. They want things to be done for them. They want the hardwood, they want the granite, and they want it now.
We often spend more time getting the house ready for the market than is actually on the market.
Buyers need to envision themselves living in the space with their furniture and their photos and, well, their carpets.
You could get a higher value for your property if we're presenting it to today's buyers.
Maybe you should buy, maybe you should sell, and here's another option. Maybe you should stay.
It's so critical to understand where it is that you're going. Sometimes it's better to sell, sometimes it's not. I'm not saying that, but I need to know your story.
Because what we do as a master accredited senior agent is we come in and we do a needs analysis the best thing in the world may be for you to stay in your house. We can bring in an expert that can retrofit the house for you to stay there.
If you want to move to a condo, a smaller home, or a retirement residence, I would be willing to take you out to show you what would suit your needs better.
I would much rather have you know where we're going than to be concerned about what's happening now.
I'd suggest that we meet with your children, and I can go through what specialized services a Master-ASA has to offer as compared to other agents without the designation, as we are held to a higher standard.
The entire process of your transition needs to be guided, and the guiding through the Masters is what we offer.
Most real estate agents today just want to sell the house, and that's the easiest thing to do.
But if they don't have the PhD in real estate, why would you have an amateur handle? All they're going to do is list it, put it on the market, and try to sell it.
If they're insisting that they're going to use their own agent, that's okay too. We can do a referral program with that agent, still have you work with us, satisfy the other agent, satisfy the children, and then get you in a positive transition.
Well, I think that's something that, you know, we can certainly take our time and take a look at. You need to visit several types of retirement
The
homes.
thing that we need to be careful of with retirement residences is that although they all look the same and they all look fun, they're not the same. Each retirement home is offering a slightly different package.
So it all depends what you're looking for and how much care you want to take of your home that you're going to, if you do move into a home as opposed to a residence.
But each home offers different services, different sizes of suites. You have to be able to know which is going to be a fit for you.
I recommend that you look at a few before you make your final decision. The fact of the matter is that I don't set the market value, and you don't set the market value, and neither do your friends. It's the market that sets the value.
House values. I spend a lot of time, I probably spend way too much time talking about real
I
estate.
study homes and prices every day, and my job is to tell you the truth about how much other homes in your area have sold for and show you how your home compares.
As a real estate practitioner, I have I don't set value. We interpret the market.
The assessment or the evaluation that we're giving you is based on facts.
If it's of value to you, we'll hop in the car, we'll go look at all the houses that are for sale in your area. Let's see what people are getting for their money.
So your friends may have a concept of what is going on in the market, but they don't have the access to the actual data.
I will invest a lot of time.
We're going at your pace. I'm not going to rush you into anything.
Most transitions take between 3 to 9 months. Most real estate transactions can happen within 30 days and typically goes up to 120 days. So we prepare the client, we educate the client, and then we can list the client.
I also want to know about you, and I find it, this is my selfish part, I find it genuinely interesting listening to your story. I want to know what's going on and where you've been, and there's great value to me and how I can serve other clients better.
Together, we'll help you reach your goals and make it as smooth a transition as possible. Our business is successful because we give quality service and follow-up. We understand that this is an important decision you are making and should not be rushed.
That's sort of funny because I'm still trying to get my adult children to stop bugging me.
I have 5 kids. I can't get any of them to stop bugging me. I can't guarantee anything, but what I will do is I will get them to respect this process.
That may mean meetings and phone calls and emails. And they'll have my contact information, and you can simply direct them to contact me with any questions they may have.
Yes, once again, like I said, I could sit down with them and explain, you know, the process and the plan of action and where we are in certain stages, and they can choose as to if they want to attend the meeting that we have. But I would deal with them with the process as well.
You should have control. It's the most important, in most cases, it's the single most important move of your
I
life.
think it's a very difficult time for everyone, both for them because you're going through changes, and it's a move for you and for you as well because it's a lifelong change again.
So once we start working, once the master is introduced, we will meet with the children or other family members and just come up with a plan as to what everybody's perspective is on this transition. Ultimately, it's your decision.
The Master-ASA is an offshoot of the Accredited Senior Agent ASA designation program for Canadian REALTORs. The ASA program, launched in 2008, gives students an in-depth introduction to the nuances of working with seniors as they make a late-in-life move. There are some 2,200 graduates from the ASA courses. The Master-ASA came into being as a result of discussions with some of the existing ASA members, as well as the people those specialists were partnering with in the seniors niche of their real estate business. As discussions progressed, it became clear that there is a need for a differentiator between those who have taken their ASA designation and those who have shifted the focus of their business to the senior and boomer marketplace. To this end, and in furthering the growth path of the ASA's parent company, Smarter, of creating an advanced education curriculum, the Master-ASA was born. To be a Master-ASA comes with higher educational and experiential requirements, much the same way a PhD has higher requirements than a BA. As a consumer, when you choose to work with a Master-ASA, you are working with a professional who has an established network of exceptional specialists to help you with things outside their own area of expertise. You are choosing to work with someone who, quite frankly, will take away the stress, the guilt, and the pain that so often comes with these moves. You'll be working with someone who is trained in resolving some of the common communication challenges that boomers and their senior parents seem to have from time to time. We like to say that the things you do once, maybe twice in a lifetime, we do every day.